We are so back. It's been about a month since I posted a video. I bought a house and I moved my stuff, got the new setup, studio. I gotta fix this shadow. I'll figure that out later. I just wanted to get back to this. I spent a lot of time just saying, oh, I'm moving, I'm unpacking, I'm training, I'll get to filming later. And I really want to continue doing this. There's been a lot of great people on here so far, a few of you that comment regularly and ask questions, and I love that. I think it's great that we have 173-ish people, and that's enough for me right now. I think it's cool that obviously people enjoy and appreciate what I have to say, and who knows where this goes as I stick with this over 2025. I wanted to talk about some of the plans over the next year for those of you who are curious and maybe you get something out of this. Or if it's motivational, I think motivation is kind of bullshit, but if it helps you get out and run one day, that's worth it. And then you got to work on the consistency and discipline aspect. So I'm gonna work really hard to post daily. I've been enjoying that. I've liked being able to put my thoughts into a concept or a video. It helps me reflect back on my methodologies and reflect on what I've done right and what I haven't done. And ultimately, it's what's valuable about this for me is that it can help people. I've done a lot in running, and so if this can help you guys and you can learn from my mistakes, I think that's awesome. I think about the shortening time, and there's something to be said about you training for decades. You can't really get the same strength and benefit and endurance in 2 years if you're doing the right things. This is a long-term game for a lot of people, including me. But the idea of I've dealt with injuries for the first 2 years of my running career. And so if I can help you get through your first injury and avoid pretty much all injuries moving forward, I mean, nothing's guaranteed, but the point being, if I can help you shorten that gap, I go from 2 years of dealing with shin splints and you go through only 6 months and never deal with it again. That's what a lot of this is about. And so I'm going to keep doing stuff like this and posting regularly. As far as my plans for running, I have a 50K in March. It's Antelope Canyon. It's in Page, Arizona, I believe. And that's about a month out from my 100-miler in April, which is Zion 100. I'm planning on breaking sub 24 hours. I'm working really hard at it. I've had a couple track workouts recently, and I'm incredibly intimidated. I do not feel like 2.5 months is enough time. But we'll see what happens as we get closer to the race. I'm very committed to it right now, and I felt like with the house and the holidays, I was a little off my game. I still ran. I still worked out. I'm just full steam ahead right now. Then in October, I am going to shoot for sub 2:45 at the St. George Marathon. I did 2:58:45, how many years? Maybe over 2 years ago, roughly 2 years ago. The next year I did 3:18. It was pretty disappointing, but that was the beginning. Well, yeah, kind of when I started realizing I was burnt out and had to pull back a little bit with running. And so I skipped it last year, and then I'm coming back. So I wanna be able to break that 2:45. I need that redemption. It still gets to me that I didn't do that, and I think that's the beauty of failure is, yeah, okay, sometimes I fail things and I never think about it again, but this has been on my mind, and I'm going to listen to that voice and go back at it. I think the speed work that I'm doing now for Zion 100 will translate really well when I recover from that race. And then for the first time in probably the first time in my running career, I'm not planning anything for the winter. If something comes up, sure. I'm going to think more about off seasons, and I think as someone who trains as intensely as I do, I see pro runners out there where in the winter they do skiing or biking more or something like that. And I think I'd benefit from that a lot, of not just training pretty much throughout the whole year and only having a couple weeks off, which is after races, right? So I'm going to see how that plays out. I think that's beneficial for me. I think that helps with burnout. And then there's other activities I enjoy. I enjoy biking. It's just if I'm going to choose one, I'm choosing running because I'm training for races and it's my favorite sport. So that's kind of my plan throughout the year. If there are content ideas or questions or thoughts you have, I'd love to hear it, because I have ideas of things to talk about. This is my channel, but I want to make things that people also benefit from. And I don't know what you guys are thinking about. So hopefully you can give me some ideas about some things you're doing, or maybe what your plan is for 2025. That's it for now. I gotta figure out this stupid shadow, but I am no film guru, so you might have to deal with that for a while, but it's okay. I hope I get to see you in another video sometime soon. Peace.